Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are preparing for IT support, help desk, desktop support or technical support jobs, then this video can be a game changer for you. Today we are going to understand what L1 support engineer does in real company environment. We'll also cover some most commonly asked interview question answer that many candidates face during IT support interviews. In this video you will learn what L1 support really means, daily job responsibilities of L1 engineer, how real customer issues are handled step by step, how troubleshooting is done professionally, and what tools and technologies are commonly used in IT support. Make sure you watch the video till the end because the interview section can seriously help you to understand what companies expect from candidates during hiring. First thing to understand is what is IT support. Every company uses computers, laptop, printers, emails, softwares. Now sometimes these things stop working. Let's suppose computer is running very slow, internet is not working, some employees forget their password, printer is not printing. When this happens, employee cannot do their work. And when these things happens, company lost money every minute. So company hire a team whose only job is to fix the problem that their employees are facing. This team is called IT support team. An IT support team has three levels: level 1, level 2 and level 3. L1 support agent, also called as helpdesk technician, service desk agent, IT support analyst and desktop support engineer. All these are the same job. In different companies they call it by different names. In simple words, L1 is the front desk person who pick up the phone call or receive the ticket when a company employee has any IT problem. Level 1 handle basic and common problems like password reset, computer is not starting, internet not working, printer is not printing. These are everyday problems. L2 handle medium level problems. If there is some problem with the servers, some issues with the network configurations, people are not able to use the internet connection. L3 handle very complex problem. They are the senior engineers. They fix deep system problems, what L1 and L2 cannot solve. Now some people think that L1 is very small job, but that is not true. L1 is the face of the IT team. L1 is the first person of contact if anybody is having any problem in the company. L1 handles the highest number of tickets every day. In big company, L1 handles 70 to 80% of all IT problems. And most companies when hiring for IT department, they always start from L1. So L1 is not a small job. L1 is the starting point of a big IT career. I will explain exactly what L1 technician does every single day at work. So daily tasks of L1 technicians are: number 1, handling tickets. In every company, employee raise a ticket when they have any problem. You can think a ticket is like a complaint form. L1 opens these tickets, they read the problems, they call the employee or they chat with them and they start fixing the issue. Let's suppose a user is having password issue. So this is the number 1 task of L1. Every single day employee forget the password or their account get logged. So L1 reset password quickly. This is very common, but this is very important. Remote support. Most of the time L1 does not go to the employee desk. They connect to the employee computer using remote tool. There are so many remote tools like TeamViewer, AnyDesk, Remote Desktop, LogMeIn Rescue. They fix the problem from their own desk. This saves time. L1 also does basic hardware check. Sometimes an employee says my keyboard is not working, my mouse is not working, my monitor has no display. L1 goes to the desk. L1 check the cables, replace the keyboard or mouse if it is a hardware issue. And they also check the basic hardware issues of the computer if employee is having any other problem. L1 does software installation. Employee need a software installed like antivirus, MS Office, PDF reader. L1 install it for them. After fixing any problem, L1 write everything down. What was the problem, what steps they took, and how it was fixed, and how long it took. This is called documentation, but this is very, very important. So the main job of the L1 support technician is to listen the problem carefully, to understand what is happening and try to fix it remotely, or you can visit the desk, you can try to fix it there. Document everything properly, what happened from the beginning to end. If L1 support technician cannot fix the problem, they will escalate the case to L2 technician. L1 technician works everywhere in every company. IT companies hire a team to supporting their clients. BPO and call centers hire IT teams to handle their agents. Bank and finance companies, hospital, government offices or any large company that has many computers, they need to hire a IT team to manage all those computers. L1 can work in shift like day shift, night shift and rotational shift because IT problem happen at any time. So if a company work 24 into 7, IT support also work 24 into 7. Now we'll discuss what skills do you need to become a L1 technician. Skill 1, Windows operating system. You must know Windows very well, Windows 10 and Windows 11. You must know basic settings, control panel, task manager, device manager, event viewer. Most companies use Windows computers, so this is very most important skill. Skill number 2, Active Directory basics. Active Directory is a tool that company use to manage all the users in their company. Active Directory help us to create users, to delete the users and to reset the password, to lock and unlock accounts. If anybody just joined the company, you have to create the user account, and if anybody is leaving the company, you need to delete that user. So L1 uses Active Directory every single day. You must know the basics also. Skill 3 is networking basics. You should know what is the IP address, what is the DNS, domain naming system, how it works, what is DHCP and how DHCP assign IP addresses to the computers, how to ping a computer, how to check network connection. You do not need to be a network expert, but basics are must. In the IT companies, there are hundreds of computers, so they face hundreds of problems on daily basis. To maintain and manage those records, company also use ticketing tools. So L1 uses ticketing tools to manage problems. Most common tools available these days: Service Desk to provide technical support, Jira Service Management, Freshdesk, Zendesk and Remedy. You should know how to open, update and close the tickets on these service tools. Skill 5 required remote desktop tools. You should have a basic knowledge of all the remote tools like TeamViewer, AnyDesk, Windows Remote Desktop, Logmin Rescue, so that you can take the remote access of the users who have problems. You can take the remote access and you can fix their problems. So L1 uses these to connect to user computers without going to their desk. Soft skill you required: communication. You must speak clearly. You need to listen carefully. You need to explain solutions in simple words so the people can understand, because everybody is not so technical. Patience. Some users get angry when their PC is not working. So L1 support technician should not be frustrated, okay? L1 support should stay calm. Do not argue with the user. Always be polite. Problem solving skill. L1 must think logically, step by step, find the root cause of the problem, try solution one by one, and time management. L1 handle many tickets at the same time. You must prioritize. Fix the urgent problem first. Manage your time well. Okay, let's assume a scenario. Employee is calling to the L1 support. They are saying that their computer is not starting. Okay, an employee just comes to office, pressing the power button, nothing happening. PC start but shows a black screen. There could be a different types of problem if computer is not starting. PC does not turn on at all. So you can press the power button. If there is no light, no fan, no sound, nothing, then there could be a hardware problem. PC turn on but black screen. That means fan is running, lights are on, but screen is completely black. PC start but gets stuck. Windows logo appears, then it freezes or restart again. That is called a boot loop. Each type has a different cause. Let us understand. Cause 1 could be power issue. If cable is loose, power board is off, or battery is dead for laptop. Power supply unit is faulty for desktop. So these are the most common cause. Always check first. Cause 2 is RAM issue. RAM is the memory stick inside your computer. Sometimes RAM becomes loose or it gets dusty. Computer does not start without RAM working. Cause 3 is display issue. Sometimes the computer is actually running but the monitor has a problem. Cable is loose, monitor is off, wrong input selected on the monitor. Sometimes the storage drive has a problem. Windows cannot load. So black screen or error message appear. Cause 5 could be BIOS or boot order issue. BIOS is the first software that runs on the computer whenever you press the power button, whenever you turn on the device. If boot order is changed or BIOS is corrupted, PC will not start normally. When L1 receives the ticket, the first question they ask, is the power cable connected properly? Are there any lights or sound? When did this last work? Was any change made recently, or did any Windows update happen? If you collect this information will help you to fix the problem quickly. This question help you to understand which type of problem it is before even touching the computer. So you need to check the power cable first. This sounds very simple, but 40% of cases are solved here. So now we are going to discuss some of the common interview question answer related to L1 support technician. Whenever you go for the interview, the first question would be, tell me about yourself. So you can explain about your experiences over there, like I have around 2 years of experience in IT technical support and remote troubleshooting. I have worked on Windows 10 and Windows 11. If you have worked on the printers, you've done the printer troubleshooting, you fixed the Outlook issues, or you have provided support for antivirus product. So you can mention everything over there, the remote assistance you provide to the customers. If you have done that, you can mention that also. The second question would be, what is the role of an L1 support engineer? So answer would be, the L1 support engineer is the first point of contact for users who need technical support. The role include basic troubleshootings, if customer is having problem with the Windows operating systems, or with the password reset, to install any software, to fix the printer problem, and for the Outlook support. The third question would be difference between L1, L2 and L3. So L1 work for basic troubleshooting and ticket logging. L2 work on advanced troubleshootings and configuration. L3 work on expert level support, server applications. So simple answer, L1 handle initial troubleshooting, L2 handle deeper technical issue, and L3 handle critical backend or development related problems. The fourth question would be, how do you troubleshoot a computer that is running slow? So the answer would be, I first check the computer processor, RAM and disk usage in the task manager. Then I will check the startup applications. I will delete the temporary files. I will run an antivirus scan if there is any virus issue. We'll check the Windows update, computer should be up to date, and we'll check the disk space. After performing all the troubleshooting, I will restart the computer and check if any background application is consuming high resources. Fifth question would be, what will you do if the user forget their password? So the answer would be, I will first verify the user identity according to the company policy and then reset the password using Active Directory or the password management tool. I will ask the user to create a strong password. Sixth question would be, what is Active Directory? So Active Directory is a Microsoft directory service used to manage user, computers, group policies and permissions in a Windows domain environment. The question number 7 would be, what is VPN? A VPN is a virtual private network, creates a secure encrypted connection between a user and a company network over the internet. It allows employees to securely access office resources remotely. What is difference between workgroup and domains? So workgroup works on local management for the small network and there is no centralized authentication. The domain work for centralized management for the large organizations and for the user Active Directory. So ninth question would be, what is DNS? DNS stands for Domain Naming System. It converts human readable website names like www.google.com into the IP address that computer use for communication. 10th question would be, what is DSCP? Simple answer is, DSCP automatically assign IP addresses and network settings to device in a network. The system administrator don't have to manually assign IP to every computer. 11th question would be, what is an IP address? An IP address is a unique address assigned to a device for communication over the network. 12th, difference between public IP and private IP. Public IP used for internet, it is globally unique. Private IP used inside local network and it is for the local use only. 13th question would be, what is the ping command? So ping is used to test connectivity between two devices on a network. Like you can go to the command prompt and you can type in ping.www.google.com. If you're getting reply, that means your computer is connected with the internet and you are able to reach the Google server. 14th question would be, what is the use of ipconfig command? The answer is, it displays IP configuration details of the system. I'll give you some examples like ipconfig to check the IP details, ipconfig all to check all the details related to the IP address, and ipconfig flush DNS to delete the cache of the IP. If you are having any problem in your network, you can use this command. 15th question, how do you troubleshoot internet issues? The simple answer would be, check physical cable and Wi-Fi connection. If there is any loose connection, just take it out and plug it back in properly. Second, restart router and system. After that, check if internet is working. Third, check the IP address using ipconfig. 4. Ping gateway and websites. 5. Check DNS settings. And 6. Disable and enable network adapter. This full video series is very helpful for anyone who want to build a career in IT support. If you are a fresher, you want to switch your career in IT support, this series is made for you.